All right. Hello, everyone. Some familiar faces. Yay. Um, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sarah Della Vedova. I'm coming from Tampa, Florida. And I am a psychic medium, clairvoyant, empath, Reiki master, all the spiritual, metaphysical stuff. So today we're going to be learning about the main clairs. I really want this to be very interactive. So what I would like everyone to do is we'll do a quick, fun, experimental meditation. There is no right or wrong way to do this, but if everyone, when you feel comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes. And I want you to imagine that you're in your kitchen, and in your kitchen, you go into your fridge and you open up your fridge. You take your hand, open up that fridge, and you may sense the coldness of the fridge. And you see a lemon in that fridge. One lemon just sitting there randomly, okay? And you go in and you pick up that lemon. And when you pick up that lemon, you go over to the counter and you see a knife and a cutting board. And you take that knife that you see and you put the lemon on the cutting board. And I want you to take the knife and cut that lemon in half. Good. Now when you cut this lemon in half, I want you to take one side of the lemon with one of your hands, and I want you to put it up to your nose and take a little smell of this lemon. And then I know you don't think of lemons like apples these days, but go ahead and take a bite of that lemon. Okay? And now I want everyone to open up their eyes and tell me, who saw the experience? Did you see the lemon? Raise your hand, okay? So those of you who saw it, you're clairvoyant. That's clairvoyancy. You were able to see. Not everyone raised their hand. Not everyone can see that, okay? How many people smelled the lemon? Okay, so that's another clair. It's called, I want to make sure I pronounce, some of it's a little funky, Clairaudience, clear smelling. So you could smell the lemon. Not everyone can smell that lemon, okay? How many people could hear like the door opening, or when you're cutting it, could like hear anything like that? Okay, but there's a couple hands here. So that's clairaudience, clear hearing. What else do we have here? The clairsentience, feeling. How many people could feel the lemon when they picked it up? Got a few hands here. That is the clairsentience, feeling. So those are just, I love the clairgustance is what I call it, tasting. How many you guys tasted it? All right, and smelled it? These are all gifts. I have a surprise for you. These are all gifts. We are all psychic. We are all intuitive. We all have certain gifts. And like right now I have the chills because I know that whatever is coming through is resonating with some people. There's some aha moments right now. Like, oh, I'm psychic too. I'm intuitive too. We all have these gifts. Some of us have them more than others, or we have developed them more than others, and we practice them more than others. Like for me, clairvoyance is a fun one for me. Those of you who had readings with me today, my eyes were closed a lot because it's like a movie up there. My imagination was going wild. Your eyes were closed. Some of you closed your eyes, some of you didn't close your eyes because some of you are naturally a little bit more clairvoyant and you wanted to see that image. So that's really what this is all about, is tapping into the psychic, intuitive nature of what we do. And, I can do that in 5 minutes, right? But what I realized is that when people hear the word psychic or they hear the word intuitive, they hear these clairvoyancies, clairsentience, they're like, oh, that's not me. because in the real world, people don't, most of the time, people don't put anything to that. So I know, for example, I have clients all the time who will say, like, I'll just randomly smell some smoke, like someone's smoking a cigarette, and I don't smoke, but I know it's my grandma that's coming through from the other side. And I'll be like, yeah, you're right. There's no way that you can make that up. I'll also, like the other day, I'm on the phone with my mom who lives states away, and I was saying, oh, I can't get your smell out of my, I'm smelling angel perfume and I can't stop. Like, what's going on? She's like, Sarah, I just ordered a whole bunch of, she calls it the angel perfume, of course. My angel perfume, I just ordered a bunch of it from Amazon, and I'm like waiting for it to be delivered. So it's like we pick up on things and we connect with people from all over the world, whether we're in the room or elsewhere or even on the other side, all the time. We just don't talk about it and we call it a certain thing. But I'm sure you all have experiences. If you go home tonight and you think about some experiences you've had, and just to be more open about it, you'll start to see that too. So those were the examples that I wanted to share with you today about that.
Yeah, when you were talking,
Yes.
You were saying, you said about the sound, but you didn't tell us listen to the sound. So I didn't hear that one, but I got everything else. So I feel like I got that setting an intention help unlock awareness.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Those things.
Yeah. Because I didn't specifically say, listen to, I think I didn't say listen to the refrigerator open or something like that, right?
Feel it, look
Yeah.
at it, smell it, taste it.
Intention's a huge thing, absolutely. Because you tapped into the things that
Yeah, I think we have
I
a
said.
lot more if we intentionally try to tap into it, but I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
The aha moment.
Yes, yes. I love that aha moment because it's true. Like, and the more that you do that specific exercise, the more you can grow that skill. These are skills that we have. Some of us are born with them, and some of us learn them. Like, I have a psychic teacher who, he was a solution engineer. He didn't even know how to be a psychic, and then he taught himself how to be a psychic, right? So these people are here. We come to this planet with gifts. There's people who are natural dancers. There's people who are natural musicians. They have beautiful voices. A lot of people who are in the room today are very gravitated towards the spiritual world because we have that sixth sense, right? The sixth sense is the sixth chakra. But overall, these are all beautiful techniques that we can do. Intention is everything. Belief is everything too. There are some people in the room that probably didn't really believe this stuff, so they kind of checked out, There's people who are more open to it, and they started to really pick up on all of these. And so intention is a big thing, as well as knowing that it's not something far out that someone else has and I don't have. I think that's something that I've always known growing up, that there was something, something, but I couldn't really put a tangible thing on it. And so what's great about these workshops and these classes is that it's really that simple. It's less than 15 minutes simple. Checking in on meditations. I think that's something where the more you do it, the more easier it becomes, the more you'll be smelling that lemon, the more you'll be feeling you cutting that lemon, the more your sensations start to tap on more. That's when you can start to implement them in your readings if you were to become a psychic medium, or even in your daily lives to help you throughout the day and to tap into your intuition. Another example that I wanted to share is, a lot of the things that come through may not make sense to you when you're helping other people or reading other people, but it makes sense to that person. So you'll start to really trust yourself and trust spirit when this stuff is coming through for you. For example, I had a client who I didn't know anything about this person, but I could tell that his wife had passed away, and I just said, I feel as if your wife has passed away, because I don't know, I just felt it, and it was a clear knowing. That's also another Claire, the clear knowing. And you just trust yourself and say it, and they validate, saying, yes, you're right. And then all of a sudden, I saw an emerald ring pop through. I'm seeing an emerald ring. Well, yes, I had given her an emerald ring like right before she passed. And how did that come through? From the other side. I'm connecting with my clairvoyancy with the other side. Okay, well, now I see you cycling. You're on a bike. And he's like, all of a sudden he got an emotional release, and he said, I stopped cycling. That was my passion before she passed. I haven't cycled in 4 years. I needed to hear that today. So the message overall that he needed to hear was that, but we had to go through some steps for that to come through. So if anything, I hope that you all realize that we all are psychic. We all have psychic abilities. We call them different things. And what I learned today, too, is it's all about intention. It's all about putting that attention to what you want to get out of the reading or out of the meditation. And I just want to thank everyone for your time.